Okay, we're here with Anthony Calderon, and many of you guys know Anthony. He is the manager for the Forest Park School. He oversees all the other schools as well. And I have him here for a little bit of an interview for some of the students that have not gotten the opportunity to meet him just yet. Anth, how long have you been at Victory Martial Arts?
That's going to be going on about 10 years now.
Okay, and what really brought you into the academy?
Oh, well, what brought me into the academy was one of your apprentice instructors at the time was giving me some private lessons off onto the side, was kind of mentoring me a little bit. It's kind of, in the high school area, just, kind of not hanging out with the right friends and whatnot. And he kind of saw that, so he kind of started mentoring me and kind of taking me under his wing a little bit, showing me some stuff off onto the side. Fell in love with it, brought me to your school when we were at the Oak Park location, and then, man, it just hit home. It was a great thing. I loved it. Went in, I just forgot about everything else when I was training. It's just really good, positive atmosphere. Got me to quit smoking cigarettes, because I smoked cigarettes at the time, and just really got me to stop doing a lot of stupid stuff. So it was just awesome.
That's great. Anth, kind of tell me, like, how did that, you mentioned a little bit about it. How did it really, like martial arts training, how does that really relate to the person in their daily lives? I mean, I think that's kind of hard to put your finger on if you don't do it. But if you do martial arts training, I think it has to spill over into your life. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it does. It's of course that the martial arts requires constant maintenance, and that it's not a product but a process. So you have to understand that in your daily life, it's like, if you don't maintain your house, bedroom's going to get messy, the dishes are going to get clean, your stuff isn't going to get done. If you just stop paying the bills, everything's going to go downhill. And it's just like you have to treat every day as a fight. If you're in the ring or if you're in a sparring match, if you don't keep your hands up, if you stop moving, if you forget about the fundamentals, that's when you lose. So just like when in your daily life, you always have to stand on guard, to be alert, be prepared, and just mentally and spiritually know that you're always in a constant battle with yourself, with other people, and just always continue to strive to be a better person in every arena as much as possible.
That's great. And what rank are you now?
Just tested for my 3rd degree black belt.
That's fantastic. Tell me a little bit about, what were some of your most favorite experiences when you were still a student?
Oh, that's a great question. Man, just really the great experiences were just meeting all the people that I still know today that still train, knowing the people that I have known in the past that may not come. They've left some kind of impact on me up to this day and point. Probably just the best experiences were probably coming in and just kind of getting a revelation on some kind of technique or maybe some kind of value in martial arts that you can apply to your daily life. Those were the best times when an instructor is telling you to do something, but when you capture something on your own, then it really becomes you, and it's something that you can hold on to.
AC, you've really taken this a lot farther than most people. I mean, you've dedicated 10 years of your life to putting yourself through a training that I'm sure is not easy all the time. Why would somebody do something like that?
Well, I think it's continuing with something. It's once you've reached a certain level, let's say like boredom, for instance, you get something and the excitement leaves. When the excitement and the emotion is drained, that's when you have to really dig deep and say, why am I continuing to do this? And then it goes back down to purpose. So it's exciting, you like it, you're watching it on TV, you're getting in good shape, you're feeling good about yourself. It's still, it's exciting, and then once that excitement wears down, you really got to dig deep and find out, what is my purpose? And for some people, they just come in and their purpose is just to get in shape, and then they reach their goal, and then the excitement wears off and they quit. Some people's, purpose is maybe to do it and just to be able to go in the ring. They do that a few times and then they quit. But I think when you really find a purpose that will never change, that's what's going to help you to keep continuing to strive in your martial arts.
If the first time that you got bored, if you would have quit at that point, do you think you'd be the same person you are today?
And I think about that, almost pretty much every day. That if, when you enter a door into another realm, it's yeah, each decision is going to lead to something. So I think about if I would have quit after 2 years, I definitely want to be sitting here today. Would have never met my wife. Would have never met half of the guys that I have in my corner. Who knows? It would have been a different outcome of my life up to this point.
And I'm going to stay on this because it's really interesting, AC. You said something that I think is vital. That usually when people get bored, when they start something, the minute they get bored, they stop. What's the reward? What's the gift for staying in something past the point of boredom?
Very, very great question. I think the gift is, you really that's when I think the test starts. Because it's so easy to do something on emotion. But then when you talk about martial arts, and especially when you talk about the aspects of discipline, commitment, and self-control, when you talk about self-control, it's really self-control and self-discipline is making yourself do something that is good, even when you don't feel like doing it, when you don't want to. So maybe waking out of bed, you don't want to go to work, but you push yourself to do it. You push yourself to work out, even though you don't feel like it. It's not as exciting no more as it was. If you stop, you're going to stop getting those results. So it's really when someone the reward is proving yourself, proving your character. When you go beyond the passive boredom and the excitement's gone, that's when the true test begins. Because anybody can do something out of excitement because there's always something new going on. But those that really stick with it, that's when they start becoming the master of it.
That's a great idea. I wrote down some thoughts the other day, AC, and the thought is that repetition is for progress, and variety is for enjoyment. So when you want to progress in something, you have to do repetitions of that, and you get rewards from that. But oftentimes we all want to have variety, but variety doesn't bring progress. It just brings enjoyment. AC, is there anybody that you want to say hi to, or is there something that you'd like to say to all the students?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'd like to say hi to everybody that's in my corner, all my friends, my family, my relatives, people that stick with me in the good times and bad, and probably just want to probably leave all the students with the point of that in good times it's easy to put on your best, but when things are tough, whether it be a training session when you're having a hard time with the technique and you're being frustrated, that I think it's good to be frustrated. I think it's good to experience defeat, because now that's when you can go back to the drawing board and say, well, what do I need to improve on? Because if you have victory in everything, or if everything's easy, then you're probably not being challenged. So if you're starting to get bored, you're starting to get frustrated, it's time to go back to the drawing board and figure out, okay, what do I not want to do? Find out what your comfort level is and step out of it. So for some people, if they don't want to do grappling because I don't want to wrestle with the big guys, or I'm a woman, I don't want to wrestle with other men, I think that's good that they know that that's not a comfort level and they need to start doing that type of training. Or maybe someone's a grappler but they don't want to kickbox because I just like grappling. To start doing grappling or start doing kickboxing to make yourself get out of that comfort level. When you're out of that comfort level, you're going to start growing, and it's good to experience frustration in daily life. It's really good to feel some kind of defeat, because if when there's change, then there's growth, and if you see something that's not changing, then show me something that's not changing, and I'll show you something that's dead. So if something that's alive, it's constantly being in a mode of change.
AC, I know that you have to run. Thank you very much. You're one of Victory's very finest. Congratulations on your 3rd degree black belt. We're very proud of you, and I just thank you for being a loyal student all these years.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's been a great privilege and an honor.
You're welcome.